I am a millennial. I am lazy, depressed, lacks of social communication, always on my phone, and I don't have the talent to be the next future leader. How much time did it take you to realize that I was only joking? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Allika Balqis, and I am from Muhammadiyah to Senior High School, Surabaya. And I am here to deliver my speech about how millennials are worthy future leaders. First of all, I would like to thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for giving us mercy and blessings so that we could attend this event as a whole. Secondly, my salawat and salam be with our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness into the lightness of this world. As we all know, we, as a millennial, has been looked down upon on this word called leadership. Leadership in general means the action of leading a group of people or an organization. And millennials are the generation that includes those born between 1980 to 2003 and are commonly described as lazy, poorly prepared, and without aspiration. It only takes a Google search to realize how prevalent these stereotypes are. When you type millennials on the search engine, it would auto-compete with killing, in reference to the perceived damage that they do to different areas of the economy and to the society. However, these labels do not represent the reality of the millions of people in the region that belongs to it and who, in fact, are the future of our country. When I was a kid, my mom used to tell me that I need to have trust and courage to become a leader. So I started joining organizations, I started doing teamwork, and I started to lead in things. And I finally know how valuable leadership is. As a child, I was always shy and afraid to lead, and I didn't have the courage to. But I realized how leadership has an important impact for the future. Anyways, I am not here to talk about my life story, but more like how millennials are worthy future leaders. A study shows that the commonly held stereotypes about millennials are wrong. Let's start by debunking them one by one. Millennials are lazy. In fact, the data indicates that 41% of them study, 21% of them work, 17% of them do study and work, and 21% do not study, work, or do both. This means that nearly 8 out of 10 of them study, work, or do both. And another fact is that 51% of them have formal jobs. Ladies and gentlemen, we as a Muhammadiyah student need to be ready to be a cadre of Muhammadiyah and the nation. Because no matter if we want to or not, we have to be ready for the future and the nation. Because the millennials will be really important in the world of human resources in 2020. This generation and the next one, also called as Generation Z, will represent 50% of the global workforce. This is half of the human's capital. Ladies and gentlemen, we as a Muhammadiyah student should remove these stereotypes by practicing these things. First, we could use a platform as we millennials use the most, which is social media. We could motivate them by having a leadership mindset using social media and how the impact of our future nation and how studying has a big factor to have a reliable future as a leader. The method that we could use is by making influencers to tell us how having a leadership mindset could impact the future. And a Twitter account called Motivation to Study posted threads and motivations for younger generations to learn about future leaders. It has approximately 10,000 followers and 5,000 likes. According to the same website, social media builds their character, which is why this method is very effective. The second method is that we could create a less boring environment. According to a website, millennials and Gen Zs are most likely to leave from a workplace because of boredom and a bad workplace culture. We need to understand our generation's mental state and try to cooperate with it. Try to make a healthier environment by making a study place more comfortable, more than a boredom hole, such as Tokopedia's office, Google's office, and etc., which has snack bars, lounges, and game centers. Ladies and gentlemen, as a millennial myself, I really hope that we, as a future leader, could prove that we are worthy future leaders. And those stereotypes that were made were false. A little quote for myself which reads that Allah has created us imperfect. So, Allah does not expect perfection from us. But He does expect us to try our best. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.